Okay, while we are still walking, um, we can plunge into another topic that perhaps is familiar to you all. And as I said before, if you have any other topics that if you want to hear me speak about, let me know, because sometimes I don't have an idea what to talk about. Let's say this is modern version of traditional Slovenian house for this region, and then you have postmodern version. I really don't know what to say. All the other houses are basically look the same, and then you have this square box. If you want to stand out, congratulations, you have succeeded. The other topic that I wanted to plunge into is food quality. With food quality, I mean specifically fresh produce, fresh veggies and fruit. For several years now, I have been noticing that if I buy fresh fruits and veggies, and if I do not put them, in a freezer or use them, eat them in a couple of days, even though they are stored, in the refrigerator or in a cool, dark place, like a basement, they will spoil. And for example, last month I bought like a 10-kilo sack of potatoes, and at first they looked fine, but in 1 month the potatoes started going off. Let's say the meat of the potato in some parts started to turning like black, and there were different how you can say the English word, what is not imperfections, not insects, basically the potatoes started to going bad. They, in some cases, there were some let's say insects, you can see like burrow holes inside. By the others, in some others they just went bad, like turned into a mush. So basically yesterday I had to basically finish the whole sack, and I made for dinner mashed potatoes. And I'm seeing this non-stop in the last, let's say, 5, perhaps even 10 years. You buy, of course this is also, let's say, problem of seasons. If you are buying out of season fruit and veg, which is let's say grown artificially, they will have not bad taste, but they will have basically no taste. For example, you know, like now in winter time, when I buy tomatoes, they don't have any flavor, you know, flavor of ripeness, of, you know, ripe tomatoes. They are just bland water, taste of nothingness. I'm always amazed how much traffic it is here. You know, during the day, it's what? Currently, it's, let me see, 11:15 a.m. of course. So yeah, we have, I assume, another hour or so of walking ahead of us. Perhaps Liza will then be interested in eating something. You know, and I think worst is even with fruit, with different kind of fruits. If we don't finish, you know, eating all the fruits, let's say in 3 days after purchasing, they will go bad, you know. They will go moldy or basically whatever. They will degrade. And this is not only the case for Slovenia, but I also noticed the same thing in Austria, you know, the last year. You know, in Austria I try to buy, you know, every couple of days, you know, a kilo of different fruits or vegetables. You know, one day I bought, you know, let's say kilo of apples. 2 days later I bought, you know, kilo of tomatoes. 2 days later, 3 days later I bought, you know, peaches and so forth. You know, I was switching. And you know, if I didn't eat all the fruits in 2 days, the third day, especially the peaches, went completely, or nectarines went bad. Then you also can see, you know, how, let's say, badly the produce is treated during transport, or even during, let's say, primary picking up process, you know, removing it, harvesting, when they are, you know, when they are completely bruised. You know, you can't see it in the store because, you know, a lot of times they will be, you know, come in like a package. But then you came home and the next day you see, you know, the bruised areas going completely, you know, black and mushy. I think that you can see in the distance the 2 towers of Shishka. So we are, you know, not far away, but basically we are moving in a circle around and to, from and to. We are not going around. If it will be, I don't think we are able. Well, I think we are able. Deer. They are behind the bush. Whole flock. At least 6, 7. And they have stopped. So they are somewhere in that valley. Huh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's end on this point.